final say. And we don't always know what God is doing, but God can do anything. So the Samaritan is the one that doesn't know the rules. The Samaritan is the one that doesn't have the understanding. Samaritans were half Jews. They were outcasts. They were undermined. They were underprivileged. They were not like anybody else. No one that was a Jew would work with a Samaritan, because a Samaritan was idolatrous in worship. They did not worship God in the way that they should have. And sometimes we will look at them and say, that's not who we want to be around. But this Samaritan, the one that didn't understand everything, is the one that had compassion. He stopped and saw the problem and said, I'm willing to help this person in need. And we need to find more young people that are in this church that don't mind helping somebody else in the time of need. We need to find more older people that don't mind helping somebody else in the time of need. Is there anybody in this building that says that I'm going to do whatever it takes to make sure that we pick a young person up? Our young people cannot die anymore. Our young people cannot struggle anymore. Our young people can't be down anymore. But somebody's got to have the mindset to say that I'm willing to pick somebody else up. Is there anybody in faith deliverance today that says that I'm willing to pick somebody else up? I don't mind seeing the struggle that's going on and saying I'm willing to reach down and pick you up. Is there anybody here today that knows that you had a struggle, that knows that you had a problem,